Spining. Spining is a twisting technique from yarn from fibers. The fiber intended is drawn out, twisted, and wound onto a bobbin. A few popular fibers that are spun into yarn other than cotton, which is the most popular, and viscose, the most common form of rayon, and synthetic polyester, originally done by hand using a spindle hole. Starting in the 500s AD, the spinning wheel became the predominant spinning tool across Asia and Europe. The spinning jenny and spinning wheel, invented in the late 1700s, made mechanical spinning far more efficient than spinning by hand, and especially made cotton manufacturing one of the most important industries of the Industrial Revolution process. The yarn issuing from the drafting roller passes through a thread around a traveler that is free to rotate around a ring and then onto a tube or bobbin, which is carried onto a spindle, the axis of which passes through a center of the ring. The spindle is driven at an angular velocity that is either constant or changes only slowly, and the traveler is dragged around a ring by the loop of yarn passing around it. If the drafting roller were stationary, the angular velocity of the traveler would be the same as that of the spindle, and each revolution of the spindle would cause one turn of a twist to be inserted in the loop of yarn between the roller nip and the traveler. In spinning, however, the yarn is continually issuing from the rollers to of the drafting system, and under these circumstances the angular velocity of the traveler is less than that of the spindle by an amount that is just sufficient to allow the yarn to be wound onto the bobbin at the same rate as that at which it issues from the drafting rollers. Each revolution of the traveler now inserts one turn of twist onto the loop of yarn between the roller nip and the traveler, but in equilibrium the number of turns of twist in the loop of yarn remains constant as the twist yarn is passing through the traveler at a corresponding rate.